welcome back to the Bono birthday extravaganza.
Yay! It's May of 2020,
It
and our
is.
Bono is turning 60.
I know, it's so exciting.
Yeah,
I
very
love
exciting.
milestone birthdays.
Me too.
They're so fun to celebrate. So we thought this might be a good time to share some funny stories that we have with Bono.
Yes, specifically over
Little
one weekend.
snippet. This one weekend in November of 1997,
Yes.
which puts us on the PopMart tour in San Antonio, Texas, and Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Well, I went to 4 shows in a row. I went to New Orleans, San Antonio, Atlanta, and Houston. Four in a
Yes.
row. And you
And I
went
was
to the
at
middle
those
two.
middle two, San Antonio and Atlanta. That Atlanta show was my last show on this tour, but it was an adventure, to
It
say
was
the
definitely
least.
an adventure. Like, we were just so fortunate to be at the age and at the positions we were for that tour because can
So
you imagine ever
true.
doing that again?
If we were 5 years younger or 5 years older, or in different times in our lives, we'd not have
No,
been able to
absolutely
kind of
not.
escape and do that.
Yeah.
So
But we
exciting.
had that year we went from April until, well, I went from April until December. You went April to
Yes.
November.
Yeah.
Except when they were in Europe for the
Right.
latter part of the summer. That was our year, and it was the best friggin' year of my life.
Ugh, Pop Mart extravaganza. I can't wait to talk more about Pop Mart, but I'm excited to just share some funny snippets
Yeah, and
from this
this isn't
weekend.
even really any story. This is our interactions with Bono. It's not. I mean, we've got plenty of other stuff to tell about this trip,
Yeah,
but this is just
just
purely
the funny
Bono.
stuff.
Yeah, because there were oddly in that amount of time there was Larry guest starred in a very special
Yes,
episode of our Pop Mart tour.
that will be featuring you. You have a great Larry story.
I
But
do.
this is not Larry's birthday month, so
No.
we're not going to talk about it. So, where should we begin?
Well, let's begin at the beginning. No,
Well, let's
wait.
start here
So, Jenny, let's get started with Urbano incident adventure
in San Antonio.
in San Antonio. Our first,
Oh my
that's the,
gosh.
in order of what happened. This is the first great story.
It is. Remember that time when you and me and another friend just were out just going for a nice walk to get some lunch?
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember this.
I remember this too. And there were
Do you
some
remember
people,
that there were people all over jogging?
there were people all over jogging. And
There's
there
this really
was,
nice path,
yeah, and there was some shrubbery, some bushes, and some trees. And we kind of came around this corner.
like a
And
blind corner.
yeah, and from behind a tree
Some
jumped
little guy jumps
jumped
out.
jumped a Bono.
And he's like, boo!
Ew!
We're like, ah! Not something you expect when you're randomly walking along a path
And let me
getting
tell
lunch.
y'all, 1997 Bono was fit as hell. Oh my God.
Yes. I think this was the only time we really realized that, though.
We did, because he ran away after scaring the shit out of us.
So, like, he apparently saw us, and we
He
didn't
saw us
see him.
first, yeah. And he was shirtless. And I, like, against maybe better judgment, screamed, "Look at his back!"
It was like the loudest thing I've ever heard, and I was embarrassed for Jenny.
I was really, but you could see muscle,
Every muscle.
every muscle. And I was so shocked that he was so incredibly fit.
He must have had some big time trainer then, because we all know he's not been like that since then.
No, this was not like start running a bunch and lose some weight and look
Yeah,
good.
this is training.
This was like specifically toned.
Yeah. Every muscle was just, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what you hollered after he was out of earshot?
I actually did not remember this until we just reminisced. But apparently I yelled, "Run, Forrest, run." Because this was 97 and it was all around Forrest Gump.
And our friend yelled, "Hey, stop following us."
Yeah. Because really, that's the truth.
Yes.
We weren't anywhere we weren't supposed to be. We were on our own time. And he just usurped himself into our situation.
Needless to say, we did not eat lunch.
I don't think we did eat lunch.
I don't think we did.
No.
I don't know what we ended up doing, but we did not eat lunch.
Well, I know we ran back to our friends and told them what happened. The rest of it, I don't remember.
Me neither. Oh my God.
But that's a story. I have to say, that's a story to get you through the rest of your life.
I know, right?
It's like you get that story, and then you don't need any more stories.
You don't need anything else.
Tell ever. But we have them.
We do. We have some more.
We're very fortunate to have more stories. It was the craziest, coolest, funnest, amazing day.
It really was. And I can picture the walk, and it was beautiful. The weather was absolutely perfect.
Beautiful.
And
it had been kind of cold, but that day the weather was really nice.
Yeah.
I think that our friends were on the other side of the park thing, the trail, and they were playing, what's that game where the tetherball? But I think that they had like pulled up chairs around the tetherball and were like hitting it without getting up.
Had they really?
I'm pretty sure that's the story. But they had like put their chairs there so they could play it without actually getting up from the chairs and getting any exercise whatsoever.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Well, that was the only funny story from San Antonio that I can remember.
Yeah.
But Atlanta was a friggin' hoot. Very much a hoot. So it used to be, we haven't done this in forever because the internet has changed everything and there's too much information out there.
And there's too much concern for security.
Yeah. But it used to be that U2 security and hotel security had a deal that fans could wait in a specific spot at the band's hotel. And as long as you followed all the rules, you could stay there. And if the band had time, they would come say hi to you. So this happened, and there was maybe a few dozen people on like when it was busy.
Yeah.
It was very manageable and very safe for the band.
Everyone was
and for the fans and for the hotel, everyone. And in Atlanta after the show, y'all may know that the band REM is from Georgia.
Yes, they are from Georgia.
So it makes sense that if their friends, the U2s, are playing in the state, that they might come by for some fun. And apparently this night there was a big party after the U2 show in Atlanta. So we were at the hotel waiting, and it got cold.
It was cold.
It was November in Atlanta.
It's like the night before Thanksgiving or something.
Something like that. It was really late and it was freezing. And I think it was after 2 a.m.
It was very late for sure.
2 or 3 a.m. I don't even know.
It was very late. But also we were very young and that was just the beginning of our night most of the time.
And there had obviously been a lot of alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
Not by us.
I don't know about that. I maybe drank. I usually did drink on those occasions.
Yeah.
But not in any sort of excess.
No. There's maybe, I don't know, do you think there were like 25 of us or something lined up?
Tops.
And Bono gets out and he is feeling good.
And he's dressed very nicely too.
Yes, very nicely.
Yes.
We're like all lined up, like up on the curb on a sidewalk, which makes us all taller than him.
Yes, it does.
I should make this note. And we're kind of towards the end of the line.
We're at the very end of
the end. There's, I don't know, there are a good few of us in our little group. And Bono goes to the front and he puts his finger out and he runs down the line until it gets to us. And it was like, okay, you're here. And then he runs back. And starts all over.
It was a group of, like, how many of us were there? Like 6? 7.
I think 7 of us.
It was 7 because there was definitely was 7.
There were 7 of us.
Yeah. I think that in Seattle it was 8 of us.
So then what happened? Well, we were just waiting. We talked to Edge for a little bit.
I don't remember that, actually. I remember him being there, but I don't remember talking to him.
I remember telling him that it was like my last night and thanks for the fun tour. And he was very cordial about that. Thanks for coming. Handshaking. Not much else.
I have no memory of him
We
being
didn't
there for some reason.
But then, so we didn't see Bono coming because we were busy finishing talking to Edge.
Okay.
Okay, so Edge walks away. And so remember, we're like up on a curb and they're in the driveway. And Bono and I are the same height. I'm 5'6", which is, I'm guessing, him flat-footed. Like, he does not measure 5'6" in his shoes. But before I know it, he's just like leaning in me. I didn't even see him coming up. It's the sweetest thing that ever happened in my whole entire life.
So sweet. You held him like a baby.
I did hold him like a baby. You said that. You're like, oh my God, Jenny. You held him like a baby. But then it was my last show. I did. It was my last show and he knew it. It was my last show. It was very, very sweet.
He was in a very good mood that night.
He did. Remember his sneezes?
Yes, his sneezes. So he was like talking to us and then all of a sudden he like runs back into the driveway and he starts sneezing but 10 times really loud, like not like a little polite sneeze, but like scare the hell out of you.
Exaggerated, blow himself over like a cartoon character.
Like pets and babies run away, they're so scared. It was really loud. But I mean, like, he ran away from us. It was just like, blah, 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 and then just runs into the parking lot and starts into the driveway and starts sneezing. And it was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? So he comes back from his sneezing fit, and somebody in our group asked, like, the exact words were, can we take a family portrait? And so we all arrange ourselves in this, so we're all in the picture, and somebody in the picture said, I need to stand here like this, and angled herself. She said, I need to stand like that so I don't look fat. And another one said, let me stand up here so I don't look short. And Bono said, that's the story of my life. And it was just freaking adorable.
It was so
totally adorable.
It was so normal.
It was just like, oh, hey, that's just, a day in the life of us at the time.
At the time, yeah. It was totally crazy.
He was just like our travel buddy. I mean, he was just one of us, and it was, surreal. Even now, it's just very surreal. Like, did that stuff really happen? It really, really happened.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
Because that can't happen now.
No. And so what I was going to say is, kids, don't try this at home because this is a danger now. Like, you could get arrested. You could...
Or put yourself in danger if there's big, huge crowds. Oh my gosh, but those were just such fun times.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else happened we forgot about? And we actually touched on this in the 60 fun facts for Bono's 60th birthday. Was I was going back through pictures from that night, and I have a picture of him drawing on someone's back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, from Atlanta. And you saw that girl in Seattle a few weeks later.
Yeah. And so she said she was going to get, I don't know, he signed her, what did he sign? Her back or something?
Yeah, I think it was the small of her back, I think.
Yeah. And
look at the picture again.
She said she was going to get his signature, he was going to get it tattooed, and we all just kind of laughed it off, like, whatever, you're weird, people don't do that. And then like a couple weeks later, I was in Seattle, and it was after the show at the venue, and this girl was there and said, "Hey, look at my tattoo," and we all went like, and Bono freaked the crap out. He was like, "Why would you do that?" And that is so cool. But apparently, as far as I understand, that was the first time that or that was the first time he had seen that happen, where he signed somebody and then they actually got the tattoo, and that was the first time he had seen that. That was very, very cool. But like all the way from Atlanta to Seattle, I'm like, girl, you're crazy. But then I was there too, so
Exactly.
But it was really exciting. Like, I don't know, we all just kind of rolled our eyes, like, whatever, she's not doing that. She just wants to, touch her back or something. She did it.
And if you know her or she's listening to this, like, reach out to us. I have your picture.
Yeah, there's a picture of him signing your back, isn't there?
Yeah. And I would be so happy to get that to you. I'm praying that someone has a picture of me holding him like a baby.
Yeah.
Someone does somewhere.
Somewhere.
There weren't cell phones. This was all film.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows? It's not the excessive pictures like we have now.
No.
Hey there, friends. Jenny here from the Garden Tarts, and I want to tell you about Anchor, which is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it is 100% free, and there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will even distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard across multiple platforms, including Spotify and Apple. You can make money with your podcast, and it's everything you need to create a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
So we should cheers to this Bono birthday celebration. Have you been drinking anything during this fun
I have been, and I'm excited to announce what I'm drinking.
Please tell us.
It is Jameson cold brew with Irish cream soda, which I'd never heard of before, but my friend Kelly brought it to me, and it is delicious with the combination of the Jameson cold brew. It needs a little something else to it. Like, it's fine, but I like to have another to make it a little more of a vivid taste. So I put a little bit of Screwball in it because everything in my life has a little bit of
Screwball in it.
Screwball in it, yeah. So
literally or figuratively.
Yeah, it is really, really, really delicious, and I will be drinking this except this is my last bottle of the Irish cream soda, and I don't know where she got it.
Do you want to know what I'm drinking?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a cider. It is the Original Sin Black Widow cider, and I never had it, but it is wonderful. It is blackberries and fresh pressed New York apples.
It sounds very good.
It says, the last cider you'll ever love.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I was looking for Magners, and they didn't have it. Well, because now we're trying not to go to the store, so I found a booze delivery service, and there's no Magners.
I got Magners delivered to me. I got a big, big order from our wine store, and I had to get a booze wagon for it.
You got a wagon.
I literally had to buy. I bought a little fold-up wagon for this purpose because I'm staying in a hotel, and I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get several crates of alcohol from my car all the way through the hotel? And I figured I could use it for a whole lot of other things than I have since I got it. But I put all my booze in the and it was two things of Magners and 2 things of Stella.
Nice.
And a bottle of wine, I think. Maybe 2 bottles of wine. I don't know. But it's almost gone, and I need to reorder.
Well, we got a lot of podcasting to do, so you need to stock back up.
But I did get a new bottle of Screwball. That's the best stuff.
It's so good. I need to get some so I don't plow through all my Jameson cold brew during this pandemic.
Yeah, my cold brew has taken a pretty big hit too.
Yeah.
Our liquor stores are still open. I'm not going in. I wonder if they do a curbside thing. Probably
I
not.
looked mine. Our liquor stores are open, but they're not doing any curbside. I have plenty of stuff here. It's not a necessity. Hey, if we could get back to Bono for a minute.
Please.
Since this is his birthday month and a special birthday episode, I feel like we should ask him a question to have over whiskey and birthday cake.
Yes.
And I think it should be PopMart specific.
Yeah.
So I think I would wonder, like, we have such fond memories from those shows. Is it something that has stuck with him?
Right.
And I'm
what
not
are his
necessarily
fond memories?
meaning us specific, but I just mean those shows were so amazing and important, and there's a lot of great fan interaction. I wonder if he has fond fan memories from that time too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know that as well. I also would like to know, that's not PopMart specific, but what kind of cake does he want for his birthday, and what kind of whiskey is he going to drink with that cake?
That is really important.
I wonder what kind of cake he's going to have.
Right.
Because if we found out, then we could have the same cake and Skype each other and eat cake and drink whiskey for Bono's birthday.
We sure could. And we could put on the FaceTime Bono heads.
Yes, we could. We could. If you have, an iPhone 10 forward.
I think 10 and up, yeah.
Yeah, 10 and up. You can create your own little, what are they called?
Memojis.
They also have the animojis, which is fun too, but the memojis. But you can make a memoji that, but you should go ahead and make yourself, a Bono.
You have Bono over the years.
I have several Bonos over the years on my phone. And you just, you gotta, when something funny happens, you gotta just pull out the right one. Now Bono, or is it like
Joshua Tree Bono?
Joshua Tree or Zoo TV? Is it the Fly? Because sometimes things are just fly specific.
They are. Things can be very fly specific.
Yeah. So a little bit of business I'd like to say that we didn't discuss this before, but
okay.
Our next, if you're paying attention, our next full big album is going to be Octung Baby.
Oh, thinking of fly specific content.
And we're working on it. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a juggernaut of sorts.
Yes.
And we're working on it. It's a lot of hard work.
I know, but I'm feeling like it's going to feel very fun and also academic.
Yeah, it's just intimidating because there's a lot of...
It is, but I really think that we should take a cue from The Fly and just not take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. I like to have that goal, and then that, you start at taking yourself seriously, and as you go, you can, lower that or whatever. But I need to take it seriously, and then when we record, then I have room for adjustment.
I think that's fair. I think it's fair for the research to be serious, and then for the actual recording to be more.
Yeah. And then, so obviously down the line, we'll do the pop app, and we do that. I think that we should just mention 2 lines or something about every one of the shows that we went to.
Okay.
Just
should we do a specific PopMart episode instead of the pop app? Okay.
Yeah. From now forward, we have been to every tour.
Yes.
Sometimes in excess, and mostly in excess. So that'll be a new thing. For Zoo TV, it was just me, and I went to 1 show, so that's not really, though we'll have an ep about that.
Yes.
We'll just have, from now forward, we'll have an ep that just talks about the whole tour for us.
Right.
Not necessarily for them. They're on their own. If they want to talk about that, that's fine. But
they're
for
welcome
us,
to do their own podcast series talking about their tour experiences.
If they want someone, to ask them questions, for it to be, some sort of forum of just 2 people, and then we're happy to help out with that. And
I'm sure we could fit that into our schedules.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure. We can showcase that information if they don't have a better platform.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Can't think of a better platform, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, really? And we can do it virtually, or, if there's some private plane kind of situation, I'm sure it would be safe to fly. Well, except borders are kind of closed.
Yeah, they are. But, I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, this could be for any tour, not specifically PopMart or Zoo TV or whatever.
And, it could be 10 years down the road. They decide they want to revisit this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, we are happy to take one for the team.
Yeah.
And do that for y'all and for them.
And we will absolutely provide whiskey and cake.
As much as it takes.
I mean, they really should, because they've got more money than we do. Mm-hmm. But we can do it. I can splurge.
Yeah.
For them.
At least on the first round.
Yeah. First round's on us. And the cake. The first round of cake is on us, too. Or some kind of lemon cake.
You're really all about that lemon cake.
I love lemon. Anyway, yes.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff still coming up. So if you want to stay up to date with things, make sure you follow us on the social medias. We're mostly _Garden Tarts. And we have an e-newsletter from our website. You can go to thegardentarts.com and sign up there.
I subscribe to it.
You did. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I mean, we don't have any content, but I subscribe.
But we are going to have content.
As always, if you have any questions, let us know, and we put those away for safekeeping until we have enough to have enough.
Yeah, we just did one about a month ago. Mm-hmm. And that was fun. We're already starting to collect some more questions, comments, discussion topics.
If you have discussion topics, if you have any compliments, send them our way. If you have complaints, keep them to yourself, because I will cry.
Yes. Don't make Hillary cry.
Especially during these times where it's so easy to cry anyway. I just don't need that in my life. I don't need the negativity. So take it somewhere else. Take it to a Nickelback podcast. Or anyone else.
It's the grandmother's rule. Grandma says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yes.
That's
my
what she
granny
meant.
Definitely used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she died in 92, but she was like she could see the future, I guess, because she...
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for continuing to join us on this Bono's birthday month. We have 2 more weeks of celebrating, because of course this has to be a month with 5 weekends.
Which is so exciting.
Which means 5 episodes, and this is number 3. So we will see you next week.
And happy birthday, Bono, if you're listening.
Bono.
Sure you're not. You've got plenty of other things to do, but we would love it to hear what you have to say, too.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Hey there, listeners. If you're a U2 fan, you are more than likely aware of the work that Bono has done and continues to do in Africa. It's amazing work, and the exciting thing is you can get involved too. There are 2 simple ways. 1. Go to one.org and sign up to fight against extreme poverty. 2. Visit red.org to shop. What? Shopping helps? It sure does. By purchasing Red branded products, you are contributing to the Global Fund, which supports HIV/AIDS grants in many African countries. As your man says, where you live should not decide whether you live or whether you die. So head on over to one.org and red.org to join the Garden Tarts in doing our part to end AIDS. Also, we love hearing from people and chatting with people, and of course, we love talking U2. So you can drop us a line on Instagram or Twitter at _Garden Tarts, or you can even email us at wearethegardentarts@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you soon. If you enjoy this podcast, we would love it if you would share it with your other YouTube-loving friends, as well as leave a review for us on whatever platform you use to listen to podcasts. We would really, really love that. May your music be loud and your whiskey be strong. Until next time, cheers.